making pickles, but I'm gonna stir the pot a little bit because we're gonna make bread and butter pickles. Ben's not gonna eat any because he hates a bread and butter pickle, but I've never tried to make them. I always make dill, so we're gonna try. I'll be honest, I thought about buying one of those wavy cutters, but then I realized that's a silly investment if I'm not actually gonna make bread and butter pickles frequently, so I didn't buy a wavy cutter. We're just gonna cut them normally. That'll work just fine. Just, to me, a bread and butter pickle has that wavy edge, you know? Wash pickles, get a tea towel, dry them off, the little babies. Pickles, cucumber, pickling cucumbers you need. These are Kirby's. Pickling cucumber. It doesn't tell me exactly what variety these are. They just say pickling cucumber, but I'm thinking that they're Kirby's. Anyway, wait, how thick do I want it? Probably like that. I think that thickness. You don't want it too thin, you know, like it needs to still be a pickle. Anyway, cut them up. Cut up your cucumbers. If you got the wrinkly cutter, use that. If you don't, it's fine. Okay, adding our cucumbers. I think I keep calling them pickles. I don't know. Add our cucumbers. They're cucumbers before they're pickles. To our bowl. We need onion next. I think technically it's supposed to be white onion, but I just buy bags of Spanish onions. Or I don't know what these are. Yellow onions. And so that's what I use in everything. So that's fine. Someone told me to stick a metal spoon in my mouth. Slice it up. So far so good. I'm doing half moons. I think that worked. I can kind of feel it starting to burn, but not nearly as much as I usually cry. And maybe if I had to keep going longer, it would be worse, but that wasn't bad. Okay, you can use pickling salt for this part, but I'm just gonna use kosher salt. It kind of works the same way. Table salt has additives in it that will kind of like, I think my eyes are starting to go because there's onion just sitting there. But the metal spoon did work. Table salt has additives to it that will turn your pickles a weird color, so don't do that. I'm doing 2 tablespoons of salt. I forget how many cucumbers that was, but we like to wing things. Okay, distribute the salt and mix it up. I'm gonna use my little hands. Also, I'm using an internet recipe for this. It's from simplyrecipes.com, literally. Their bread and butter pickle recipe. I didn't search very far for something because I've never tried it. So I was like, let me just go to the basics. So don't ask me why we do this next step because I have no idea. It says to put a tea towel down on them. Just chose the world's largest tea towel, but that's fine. And then please hold. We're supposed to put ice on the top. That's it. I don't have an ice maker, so I'm not doing more. Not sure. I'm just following the recipe. Into the fridge we go. It says for 4 hours. I'll probably do like an hour max. Okay, I reread through the recipe and realized that you're essentially pickling them in the salt right now. Like, I don't think there's any salt added later. Don't quote me on that. We might get there and there might be salt. But I realized that maybe the 4 hours was important. So I did wait. But it's